Ladies and gentlemen, the South Carolina Farm Bureau Federation is proud to present your 2022 Distinguished Service Award winner, Keith Allen from Latta. Keith Allen says he's blessed to farm cotton, corn, peanuts, soybeans, and wheat in Dillon and Marion counties alongside his son-in-law Caleb and nephew Blake. And if you've ever talked with him, you know that he appreciates the blessings of farm life. Betty Allen Farms has changed a lot over the years. It started as a small tobacco farm, 168 acres that were split between 11 heirs. When Keith's father was young, he was sent to live with his aunts, Miss Betty and Miss Jane, and he never really went back home. While raising Keith's father, Miss Betty was able to piece the farm back together again.
Miss Betty and Miss Jane raised him here in my great-grandfather's house, and that's the reason we're Betty Allen Farm. So it's a blessing I'm here. If Daddy hadn't come back here to stay with Miss Betty and Miss Jane, I would not be here. I was farming here with the tenants, and Daddy was selling insurance and coming to check on us 2 or 3 times a day, and that's kind of how I was raised.
He graduated from Latta High School in 1974 and earned a degree in agricultural mechanization and business from Clemson University and returned to the farm in 1978. He also married his wife Libby that year.
I've been married to her since 78, and we've got 2 children. We've got Kate and Karen. And Kate is a pharmacist at the hospital in Lumberton and has blessed me with a son-in-law that's farming with me and a grandson. And Karen is my buddy on the weekend. She has some special needs, and she and I do everything together almost every day, seems like. I have a lot of blessings in my life. The blessing of my grandson is a great blessing for me. So you measured land with chains, and it has little tags on it.
Keith and Libby are collectors of old farm relics, memories, and blessings. They honor those that came before them and laid the groundwork for everything they have been able to accomplish. But it's not all about the past. During his time farming, he has worked to improve the farm.
Well, when I first started farming, working on the farm, we've got a baler picker now, so things have changed a lot, but we had an International 416 cotton picker, and it was belt drive, and you had to kick the belt to get it started, to get the header started, because it wasn't hydrostatic, and you never did try to let it stop turning because it wouldn't start back turning again.
Today he uses GPS, RTK guidance on his tractors. He does yield mapping and is trying to integrate that with grid sampling and variable rate fertilizer, all with plans to continue improving production practices. He first became involved with Farm Bureau by serving on the Tobacco Advisory Committee.
Now I'm involved in the Executive Committee, the National Legislative Committee, the Foundation, a lot of different things, and all of it was because somebody asked me to be on the Tobacco Committee in the beginning. So my message to the younger people is, if somebody asks you to serve on a committee or be involved with something, say yes. Don't say, let me think about it. Because I said yes, and it's got me to where I am today.
Keith has always been an advocate for agriculture.
He's one of the most prepared people that we, in terms of our grassroots, he's very thoughtful. He is a very kind, gentle person with his approach. But he can also be very forceful when he's trying to make points. He is just a tremendous resource for not only for us here at South Carolina Farm Bureau, but for American Farm Bureau. Anytime we need him at the State House, anytime we need him to go to Washington, he's available.
He's worked on county, state, and national issues, including I-73 planning in Dillon County, hurricane relief, property tax relief for farm structures, and farm bill issues.
Nobody knows the farm bill as well as Keith. He studies it, he knows it, and when it comes time to talk and ask our politicians what they need to do and what they need to do better in farm bills, Keith is my go-to person. and he always will be. So Keith, just because you're getting this Distinguished Service Award doesn't mean you get to quit working. We are going to continue to call on you to help Farm Bureau advocate for agriculture in Columbia and in Washington. So thank you, Keith, and congratulations.
We asked Keith what Farm Bureau means to him.
Personally benefited, I've got to know a lot of people and meet a lot of people and have a lot of political contacts and friends in Farm Bureau. I got people I would never have known, like Landy Weathers. He's a great friend of mine. Charles Wingard. I keep naming people, and Harry Odd and David Winkles and Larry McKenzie. The people are the best thing about Farm Bureau, the members. But we've got some great members. Farm Bureau is an organization that tries to focus on farmers, but helps everybody. It's founded on trying to help rural people. And it has made me aware of things that are not in my area here across the state. And I've just tried to help people with any problem, whether it be a county problem, town problem, or national problem, or state problem. No other organization in this state represents the whole state and represents all the people in the state. And it focuses on agriculture, but it's working on urban sprawl. It's working on preserving land for agriculture. It's working on political things to help farmers stay in business. It's working on property owner issues within the state. So we touch many aspects. Farm Bureau's got me involved in a lot of things that in my little world here, would not have been involved in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Distinguished Service Award winner, Keith Allen.